Hi, I'm Carrie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a video of how I work with deity using this deck. What inspired this video was I was watching Krista's #DivineDecks, I think is the tag over at Crochet Witch Tarot, and she did a whole video about decks, different decks that she uses to connect with different spirits, ancestors, goddesses, and that sort of thing. And I considered doing a VR to that, which I still might, but I wanted to kind of showcase this deck in case you are unsure about what kind of energy to work with. Do you work with an archangel? Should you work with a god, a saint, a whatever? So in case you've never seen this deck before, I will flip through it very quickly. But this is Angels Among Us by Victoria Maxwell, illustrated by Ellie Grant. It is put out by Rockpool Publishing. I only have a couple issues with the deck, but I still absolutely love the deck. It's only 36 cards. I wish that there were more cards in here. But that, that's okay. That's just the other thing is my deck, and I don't know why, has warped. It has this bow in it. I don't riffle shuffle it that often. I think I've only riffle shuffled it a couple times. I don't know if it's because of the pink edging. I don't know if that's what caused it. I got my deck new off of Amazon, and my cards, some of my cards were damaged. I just fixed them myself. I glued the edges back together where the paper had started coming off. But I still love working with this deck. So anyway, I'm going to flip through here real quick and show you. This deck is a mixture of gods, goddesses, saints, archangels, and is that it? Ascended Masters. Yeah, is the other one. I absolutely love the modern take on all the images. I have a real connection to that, but I pair it with a very old looking deck, and I'll explain that when I get to it. But yeah, and on each card it has 3 keywords that are in relation to, what is a representation of Archangel Ariel: environment, abundance, guardian of the earth. So those are the 3. And Sandalphon has Earth Star, answered prayers, and music. So each one of them has the keywords on here for what they help with. And I'll just tell about the guidebook briefly. So in the guidebook, like for Archangel, let's do Jophael since she's right there. So this is 9. Archangel Jophael, she has the keywords joy, inspiration, and radiance. It tells you what the name means beauty of God, tells a little bit about her. Then the oracle: follow your joy, whatever lights up your heart will light up the world around you. Then there's a thing for love and relationships, for work, for home, money, well-being, spirituality. Then there's a little section to call on Jophael, Archangel Jophael, for assistance with, and then there's a list of that. And then to embody the energy of Archangel Jophael, you can seek and follow your joy, let your inner radiance and light shine, and so on. So What I do is if I'm needing a refresh, or if I'm just wanting an answer from a deity, an energy, or whatever, and I'm not sure who I want to connect with, that's when I pull out this deck. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle up the deck, and I'm going to ask what deity, angel, God, goddess, whatever, what deity has a message for me at this time, or what deity should I be working with, or what energy, that would be better, should I be working with at this time. And I would shuffle until I had a jumper, but we will just turn this over. So Archangel Sandalphon, and we have answered prayers, earth, star, and music. So then I would grab this deck. This is my Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. It has 44 cards. It's published by Hay House. His decks were just 50% off, I think, on the Hay House website. So I would concentrate on Archangel Sandalphon's energy, and I would ask, what message do you have for me? And this one flipped over while I was shuffling. And we have signs and reminders. So I would sit with this for a minute, and I would think about what is here on the front of his card. And I'm going to connect this to answered prayers. And, I would take this as a message to me that, my prayers are being answered, but I need to start watching out for the signs and reminders that it takes time or whatever for this prayer to be answered. So now you could go to the book and look up what it says in the book, maybe what you need assistance for, or calling a Sandalphon for assistance with, geez Louise, grounding your energy, becoming a pillar of light, prayer, praying in a way that works for you, hearing divine guidance through music, navigating the world as an earth angel, and so on. So you could look this up to see how this would relate if you wanted to. But what I do is, so I'm saying that the signs and reminders are in relation to the answered prayers connected to Archangel Sandalphon, because Sandalphon is the one angel who carries the prayers to heaven, in case you don't know. So then I would start forming my questions around that. What do I need to know about these signs in regards to my answered prayers? So we have the Sun card, and I would take this as a sign that, yes, whatever I asked for is being heard. And I would take this as a sign for me that I don't need to push that anymore or worry about whatever I had been, if you pray, whatever I had been praying about, that, things are going to happen in time. So then I would go ahead and shuffle up my cards, and I would pull a couple more for, further, for a larger message in regard to my prayers, signs, and reminders, and so on. So the way I would read the Sun, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Cups is I would read it as, yes, my prayers are being heard. However, I need to be sure of what it is I'm asking for. The universe cannot help me, cannot work with me give me the energy or whatever that I'm needing if I don't align myself exactly with what it is that I'm really wanting. And throwing out all these maybe this and maybe that is just jumbling up the message. So I would take the Ace of Swords as I need to better speak my truth about what it is that I'm wanting, what it is I'm needing in my life, and stop being so muddled about whatever the situation is. But that I'm definitely being heard, that energy is being put out into the universe and to continue, but just to, tweak it a little bit into what it is that I'm really wanting and needing. I mean, I would take that message like that. So we can do another one with this, okay, here, this one. What the deity has a message for me, and we have the goddess Gaia, the provider, Mother Nature, and the elements. So then I would get my angel oracle and say, what message, what primary message do you have for me? So we have clear, cancel, and release is Goddess Gaia's message for me. Well, what does that mean exactly? What is it that I need to clear? There we go. So we have the Emperor. What do I need to cancel? And what is it that I need to release? So maybe this, what her message is to me as far as clear, cancel, release is in regards to the provider. So the abundance aspect of her. And maybe I need to quit pushing so hard with this Emperor energy. Yes, it's great to be in charge and to lead and to have a plan and everything, but you also need to get into state of flow with that Mother Earth energy and that that abundant flow of energy that is coming my way, and to constantly push against it and to try to contain it and maneuver it and manipulate it with the Emperor energy is not working anymore. So cancel. Now, even though the Six of Pentacles is about, your giving and receiving, the giving of others when you have a lot, I would say that this would be speaking to me if I was looking at it from an abundance standpoint, that I would need to release maybe the overspending that I'm doing, and maybe I need to work on giving more than worrying about what I'm receiving, and that if I give more to others, I will receive more in return. So maybe I need to cancel worrying about what is coming my way and instead get into the flow of giving instead. And then something to release. I've got the World card here, and that's all about the endings and successes. But I need to release how that's going to happen. I need to release of worrying about how the end is going to come about, what is going to happen if this abundance comes or doesn't come, and so on. And that's how I would do this. Okay, so another way, let's just use Goddess Gaia here, that you could work with that if you didn't want to. Well, let me pause. Let me pause for 1 minute, because I had just jumped in and started showing you or reading and not even tell you what deck I was using. I told you this one, but this is the Tarot Muha. I'm sure many of you have seen it. It's one of my favorite decks. And it is the deck that I often use if I am using it for angel work. I don't know why. I know I have the other angel tarots and things, but lots of times when I'm doing angel work, this is the deck that I pull from, and I get wonderful answers from it. So that's why I pulled it out for this video, because that's what I'm comfortable with. You use whatever tarot, it doesn't matter. You know, you could find one that's more aesthetically pleasing, that has a more modern vibe, but I just wanted to use a deck that I was comfortable with when working like with angel energy, deity, and so on. Okay, now back to what I was saying. For Goddess Gaia here, you could, instead of pulling from the angel oracle, so maybe I'm looking on here and I'm like, okay, so maybe I need to, I'd like to know what element I need to be working with. And so here we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I need to be working more with the earth element, which is very fitting since it's Gaia. And so how can I go about working with this element? And I would shuffle the cards, and let's see what flipped up here. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups, and we have, hopefully this is in frame. Yes. So we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Hangman. And I'm sorry, Nine of Pentacles, not Nine of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles and the Hangman. And the Nine of Pentacles is all about luxury, beauty, you know, kind of what you surround yourself with. And I would actually take it, if I'm supposed to be working more with the earth element, then I need to beautify my surroundings, take care of maybe the planet, take care of my yard, beautify my yard, that kind of thing more, and see things from a different perspective, maybe recycle in a different way or so on. That's how I would take that. So maybe with the Mother Nature on here, I could ask, you know, how can I best bond with the Mother Nature energy? And I can shuffle that. And we have the Magician. So maybe it's best to, I already have all the tools I need to bond with Mother Nature. I have the ability to go out, get out into nature, be a part of it, clean it up, take care of it. And, you know, as I'm doing that, I am working with that energy, that nature energy, at the same time that I'm doing things like that. I could read that card like that. That's one thing you could do with the cards. Let's see. We already did him. Okay, here we have Archangel Raziel, and he is secrets, mysteries, and protected knowledge. So, like I said, if you don't want to use another oracle, you could just use your tarot. What secrets do I not know about? You could ask that if you wanted to. Let's see what comes up. What secrets do I not know about? So maybe Six of Cups. Maybe there's, you know, there's the secrets from the past are in the past. And maybe this is letting me know I don't need to know about those now. What's done is done and over. And this isn't something that I need to dwell on or step back into. I could see that from that card. What mysteries are surrounding me? Or what knowledge can you give me about the mysteries? Wait, before I go on any further, I want to see what it says here. Raziel, protecting information, seeking information, understanding esoteric teachings, lost items, energy protection. To embody, keep other people's secrets, keeping trust, protecting knowledge and wisdom you have gained, protecting your own energy. Not everything is ready to be revealed just yet. Have patience and trust that the answers you seek will come to you in perfect divine timing. So let's see what question we can ask. Okay, maybe what knowledge can you give me in regards to my current spiritual studies? Let's see, Archangel, what knowledge can you give me? So we have the Six of Wands and Death. That's great. And whoops, the Queen of Swords. So maybe, and sorry if I hit my mic, maybe in regards to my spiritual studies is, I already succeeded at several things that I took time to learn and understand, but things are changing and you're going to be heading down, maybe I'm going to be heading down a new path very soon, learning new things. And I would take that, the learning new things, especially from the Queen of Wands being here. And because I start out very logically with things, and then I fall into the woo of all of it. That's just kind of, how I start out. There's the Seven of Pentacles if I wanted to keep pulling cards. Of growing my skills, planting new seeds, learning new things, and so on. So you could do that also. You don't have to use another oracle deck. You could just pick your tarot, whatever tarot you feel comfortable in using if you have this deck. I know this is kind of similar to what Dawn Michelle does when she does like the reading off of the oracle cards that have the multiple keywords and things. That's very similar to that. This is just where you're connecting to an energy. So, if I had shuffled and got this Archangel Raziel and he's letting me know that I am going to be heading down a new spiritual path soon, because there's changes coming that came up with the Death card, I would then set him aside and I would spend time working with him. You could do it with any of them. I'm just using this as an example since it's the last one I did. But I would set him aside and I would spend time working with him, especially over like the next week or 2 weeks, figuring out what new what change is coming in regards to my studies, and look for signs and symbols, and work more with his energy, connecting to it, doing more readings with just specifically him, and then journaling about all of that. So I hope that wasn't too much of a ramble today, and explained how I specifically work with this deck, especially when you're unsure of, like I said, what kind of energy you want to work with, God, Goddess, Angel, etc. This is a great deck to use as a jumping off point for that. So let me know if you have this deck, and let me know how you use it. Do you just use it like a regular oracle, or do you use it in a very similar way where you pull a card to work with just that entity for a period of time? Thanks so much for being here and watching today. I really appreciate you. So until next time, bye.